Lakers and Mavs. Let's talk about the game. Let me tell you guys what I saw, go through some of the major points from the game, and get you guys up to speed on what happened in this matchup between Luka Doncic and the team that traded him. Right, a lot of storylines built into this game. First game between Luka and his old team, playing against old teammates, his old coach. I think his former GM also in attendance. But there was a lot of energy in the game. When I was watching the Open, you could clearly tell when the game started. Luka was really locked in. He was hitting threes, he was making plays and scoring and passing and giving the Mavericks the business. You could see him clearly screaming and animated and energized for the game. But here's kind of what we saw from 4 quarters of action. The Lakers shot better from the field, 45%. The Mavericks shot about 35%. From three, the Lakers were 11 of 40, and the Mavericks were 17 of 44. So nobody's shooting the lights out. Obviously, the Mavericks much better than the Lakers. The free throw trips, the edge went to the Lakers, 18 of 24. The Mavericks made 12 of 13 of their free throws. And then from the rebound department, the Lakers were plus 12. And from the turnovers, I think the Lakers had 2 more turnovers than the Mavs, but it didn't matter. The Lakers won the game 107-99, but this game was close. All right, even into the fourth quarter with just a few minutes left, it was only a 2-possession game. So it wasn't like the Lakers blew out the Mavericks. The Mavericks, Kyrie Irving, a lot of respect for him. They were down a lot of guys. They're critical players in terms of the front court, not available. Anthony Davis, Gafford, Lively, that's a lot to have missing. And for the most part, I think the Lakers are mostly healthy. I don't know if Vando played, but their main cogs are available, right? With respect to some of the player performances, the Mavs just got nothing from their bench. I think 9 points out of Najee Marshall. Spencer Dinwiddie, 9 points in 27 minutes. Dante Exum, 8 points in 11. You didn't get much from the bench, but the big scoring from the Mavs came from Kyrie, 35 points, 12 of 27 shooting, 5-11 from 3, made all 6 free throws. He had 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Right, throw in the 3 steals and the 2 blocks. Kyrie had a really fantastic game. He's a very, very good player. Clay threw in 22 and 30 minutes of action on 5 of 10 from 3. Max Christie, 10 points, against his former team. But that's really it. PJ Washington, 0 points in 35 minutes. That is horrendous. And then from the Lakers, Rui gave you 15 and 38 minutes of action. Jackson Hayes, 8 points in 17. And then Austin Reeves got you 20 points on 3 of 8 from 3, 7 of 8 free throws. He had 3 rebounds, 5 assists. And, you really didn't get much off the bench, right? The daily fantasy sports, he gave you 2 points in 28 minutes of action. He's been useless since he got to this team. Vando did play, 8 points in 14 minutes, limited action. Gabe Vincent, 2 points in 16. Dalton Connect, 5 points in 10 minutes. He doesn't play much. Not really using him in kind of like the way that they're playing. I don't know how much opportunity is there for him. But Luka, 19 points, 6 of 17 shooting, 1 of 7 from 3. Not a great shooting night for him, but he did throw in 15 rebounds, 12 assists. I think I projected 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists. So I was kind of close with the ancillary pieces, but the scoring, he really didn't score much in the second half, it looks like. But he was dishing, right? And then Bron, the characteristic 6 turnover game, 11 of 7 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, so he wasn't jacking up a bunch of threes. That's good. 12 rebounds with 3 offensive, which is very good. He also threw in a steal. So not really a good game from LeBron. That's a lot of turnovers. 6 turnovers on 3 assists, not very good at all. Got to take care of the ball. I've been critical of that. I think Luka had a couple of turnovers, nothing egregious. He obviously handles the ball more than LeBron does at this point with the way that this team offense runs. But to kind of speak to the game and the situation, right? The Mavericks don't have their full team available, right? The most important parts of their front court. This game is a game that the Lakers win, obviously, and it's important. The Lakers are trying to finish with the best record possible, move within the standings, move up, and all those kind of things. But this game doesn't tell us much, right? It just tells us that the Mavericks are injured. Luka didn't have, some breakneck game where he was lighting the world on fire. 1 of 7 from 3. He's had 3-point shooting woes since he got to the Lakers. 6 of 17 shooting overall isn't great. I mean, he's obviously engaged, and he's not going to shoot poorly forever. It's not what I'm saying, but he's yet to kind of get up to speed with his offensive scoring throughput since he got to LA. And it's still a work in progress, and who they want to be offensively and those kind of things. It's just a developing situation. The situation with LeBron turning the ball over, it's kind of on brand for him. You got tons of games where he's got 5, 6, 7, 8. He even has 11 turnover games. He should really take care of the ball better. But outside of that, I think he's doing a nice job of committing defensively and rebounding. I saw him make some nice plays on the defensive glass. That's what his team needs him to do if they're going to win, right? Because they don't have front court depth. You get a little bit out of Jackson Hayes, but you basically, by committee, you're going to try to do all of your rebounding and anchor your defense within the paint and not just let teams go in there and do whatever they want. I know it seems crazy, but LeBron's one of their best paint defenders at this point, right? And that's what they need him to do if they're going to win games. But I wouldn't say that this was a game that tells us all that much about the Lakers. It doesn't tell us all that much about the Mavericks, right? But it's a win nonetheless. We're going to look forward to kind of some matchups in the near future between the Lakers and some of the better teams in the West. Like the next game against the Wolves, that's a good test for the Lakers. Another game that's good for them is the Clippers, obviously. They've got the Clippers back-to-back. And then an easy one with the Pelicans. Interesting to see how the Knicks fare against the Lakers with Karl Anthony Towns. But then they have games against the Celtics and the Bucks and the Nuggets, right? Those are the kind of games we want to see. And actually, I think they played Nuggets twice in the same week in a couple of weeks here. So we'll be watching to see how that goes. We'll see if the Lakers can be the Joker stoppers they were just a couple of days ago. I'm just saying you don't want to get too high or too low with these teams. Pump the brakes. Don't get all, overly excited because they beat the Nuggets. The Nuggets beat them for 3 years straight. Literally every time they played. And if you count the playoffs, right? So, but they'll be a better or different team by the time they get to the Nuggets in a few weeks, right? They'll have several games played together, and this whole Luka and LeBron thing will have a little bit more clarity on their direction. But what did you guys see during the game? What did you guys see in this matchup against the Mavs and Luka? Let me know. Drop me a comment. We'll see you guys soon. Like, share, and subscribe.